Hi everybody, Matthew Turnage here. Last week, Glen Kellaway from The Basement did a video where he ranked all 22 of George Harrison's Beatles songs, the songs that he wrote. And I thought it was a great idea for a topic, and Glenn asked other people to give in their thoughts, so I thought I'd respond with the video. And actually, I also want to give a quick shout out also to JT Media, who did a response, and actually I happened to catch his response before I came across Glenn's original video. So please check out both of those channels. They're both great. But I wanted to do a response at the end of the week last week, a bit that would have been a bit more timely maybe, but unfortunately, here in the southeast U.S. where I live, we got hit pretty bad by some winter storms. And at the time I was watching those videos, we were totally without water here at my house, and I wasn't feeling terribly photogenic, not able to shower and shave at the time. But things are almost back to normal here. So I thought this, since it happened now to be George's birthday, this would be a great time to go over my list of George's self-written tunes for the Beatles, ranked from number 22 up to number 1. So we'll start number 22. It's All Too Much off of the Yellow Submarine soundtrack. It's a good song. I like the chorus and everything. It's kind of catchy, but it's perhaps aptly named because I think it is a bit too long. You know, if the song was a bit shorter, I might enjoy it a bit more. So it's my number 22. Number 21, also from Yellow Submarine. It's Only a Northern Song. You know, I kind of like a bit what George is trying to say, you know, through the song and the title. But it's not one of his better efforts. Like a lot of the Yellow Submarine songs, it's you know, it's kind of a throwaway. Number 20, Don't Bother Me from With the Beatles. This is a good song, a really good first song for George. You know, a nice beginning to his songwriting career. I just think he did a lot better later on. Number 19, You Like Me Too Much from Help. I've mentioned before on here I love the Help album, and I think George really did some good numbers on that one. But You Like Me Too Much is not one that particularly stands out to me. Lyrically, it's not that exciting, and but it's a good tune, but it's not great. Number 18, The Inner Light, the B-side to Lady Madonna. Obviously, you know, George was highly influenced by Indian music at a particular phase in the Beatles' career, and really helped expand their sound, and you know, was a great growing experience for him. But personally, while I don't dislike any of the Indian stuff, that's not my favorite stuff, so we're going to see a few songs here in a row that have that Indian flavor. So number 17, I know some people love this song and may think it's his best, but number 17 for me, Within You, Without You on Sergeant Pepper. It's good, and you know, the Indian backing is pretty interesting, but it's just not a song that I'm gonna reach for a lot. There are other things that are a bit more suited to my tastes. Nothing wrong with it at all. I'm glad other people love it as much as they do, but it's just not my cup of tea necessarily. Number 16 from Magical Mystery Tour, Blue Jay Way. Again, good tune, nice melody, but there's just others that I like better. 15 from Revolver, Love You Too. So again, kind of continuing on with the Indian theme here in this stretch of my list. George really stepped up on Revolver. Also, that's another album, Revolver, where he really brought it in terms of songwriting. And Love You Too is of the, you know, Indian flavored stuff is my favorite, but his other stuff I just like a little bit more. Number 14 from Rubber Soul, If I Needed Someone. I really like the melody on this one. It's a nice song. Nice guitar work on that one too. I love the guitar tone on that track. Number 13 from the White Album, Long, Long, Long. Very beautiful, peaceful song. Nice melody again. It's just, I like the songs ahead of it on the list better, that's all. Number 12 from Rubber Soul, Think for Yourself. Love the fuzz bass on this song. I really like the lyrics a lot too. I think George usually had pretty interesting lyrics. I think that was a real strength of his, and that's a good song. Number 11 from Revolver, I Want to Tell You. Again, really great melody. I love the harmonies on that one. Number 10, For You Blue from Let It Be. After the heights of Abbey Road, in terms of when the albums were released, I felt like Let It Be was a little bit of a come down for George. I guess we're also thinking in terms of when they were recorded. You could still be seen as a little bit of a come down off of the White Album. He had a very strong showing on the White Album too. But For You Blue is a nice fun song, and again, nice guitar and melody on that one. Number 9, I didn't want to flash up all the Beatle records through here, but I did my 45s that I had pull out. So here's my number 9 is Old Brown Shoe, which was the B-side to the Ballad of John and Yoko. And I really like that one. The piano on that one is a lot of fun. It's a really good song. I think George was really, 68 and 69. Again, all the Let It Be songs may have been a step down slightly. In that stretch, he was really putting out some really good stuff, and of course, leading on into that great solo debut of his. So number 8 from the White Album, Piggies. I always really like this one. Again, lyrics I like, and all the little pig effects and everything make it a lot of fun. Number 7 is from Revolver, Taxman. Again, great lyrics. I love the lyrics to this song, and great guitar solo from Paul. Although just between us, I'll confess, I think I like the Stevie Ray Vaughan version just a little bit more than the Beatles version. Number 6, from Help, I Need You. I think this is George's first really great song. It is very well written. I love the guitar effects in it, and it's such a very catchy tune. Great song. Number 5 from Let It Be, I Me Mine. Another great melody, and of course it has the distinction of being the only song they recorded prior to the anthology period, that they recorded after John quit the band. They did that one as a 3-piece, but it's a great tune, and George sings well on it too. Number 4 from the White Album, a song that I think is a little underrated a lot of times, and that's Savoy Truffle. I love it. Again, great funny lyrics from George. Great horn riff in there. I love the really dirty horn sound in that song. That's my favorite thing about the song, and it's one of my favorites on the White Album. And obviously, if I'm ranking it this high on George's list, I think it's just a great song that doesn't always get the credit it deserves. Number 3, also from the White Album, is the first song that a lot of people think of as being the first George classic, While My Guitar Gently Weeps. And of course it is a classic. And what's great about George, I think, too, as a songwriter, is how he collaborates with the people working with him, so that Paul really gets a chance to bring something great to the song with that opening piano, and of course Eric Clapton with the solos really adds a lot to it. So that's one thing I really like about George is the people he's working with. He really allows them to bring something of their own to really that can help elevate his song. And his original song was already great, as anybody who's heard the Esher demo version of it knows. So number 2 from Abbey Road, Here Comes the Sun. What a great song! What a great guitar melody! What great lyrics! And it's so optimistic and hopeful, and so full of so many of those things that I love in Beatle music. And I can tell you, as we were iced over last week, and we finally had the clouds go away in a bright sunshiny day, even though it was still below freezing. Just seeing the sun coming out was so great, and that's one of the first things I did that morning after the sun started coming through was put on side 2 of Abbey Road and listen to that song. What a great song and an absolute classic of George's. Could have easily been my number 1, but it gets just edged out by the other George song on Abbey Road, and that, of course, is Something, the song that they finally gave George an A-side to as a single. Of course, the single went to number 1. It's such a beautiful melody. I love the guitar. I love Paul's bass line. I love the lyrics, especially. Again, for all the talk of John's strength as a lyricist, and he was an incredibly strong lyricist. I think sometimes people tend to overlook George's lyrical contributions on his Beatles songs. People will often talk about his solo lyrics, I find, but sometimes I think his Beatle lyrics don't get enough play, and I love the lyrics to Something. I think it's one of the great love songs of all time, and it's my favorite George Harrison Beatles song. So happy birthday, George. Rest in peace, and thanks for watching, everybody.